Hey there everyone, welcome to Life is Strange. I've been wanting to return to this series for some time, especially now with the new release, and figured I would start with the remaster of the first game because I have not played that before, and work my way to the newest for a possible first playthrough. This is going to be a 100% walkthrough where I will take the time to discuss the story and show how to get all the trophies. The trophies are pretty straightforward, and I have done them numerous times for this game, but I will be using an online walkthrough to make sure that I do not miss anything, and I will reference that in the description as usual. Otherwise, let's get started.
Where am I? What's happening? I'm trapped in a storm. How did I get here? And where is here? Wait, there's the lighthouse. I'll be safe if I can make it there. I hope. Please let me make it there. Holy shit. Whoa. That was so surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time. But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I'm okay.
From light to shadow. From color to chiaroscuro. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black
I
and
didn't
white?
fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless faces, you feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh, 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 shh. Keep that to yourself. Seriously,
Bueller reference.
I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you.
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson? I can hear the class laughing at me now.
I actually think that's really cool. I don't know. I'm not a photographer, not an expert in any way, but I think there's some beauty behind the way that was set up.
You in a moment of desperation. And any one of you could do that to me.
I should take. Plus, it's perfect for my portfolio. And I have to get my daily selfie
What
quota.
if Arbus chose to capture people at the height of their beauty or innocence? She had a brilliant eye. So
I do love my analog camera.
another approach.
I should take a quick picture now.
I'm not a big fan of her work.
I haven't kept up with my journal as much as I should.
Me
And
too,
like
Victoria.
like I said, we'll read the
They
journal
captured
later.
the essence of post-war beat America.
My little camera
And there
bag
was
is
honesty
battered,
about
but
the
still
economic
kicking.
conditions of the era, but a beauty in the struggle. You don't have beauty without a beat. which explains why Frank was Kerouac's photographic muse. And both were the great... I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
You're asking me? Let me think.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria. The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype self-portrait was done by Robert Cornelius.
Sorry, Max. No more selfies right now.
Or even online. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry, too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Okay, so I said that I had not played this version yet.
Victoria doesn't waste a second kissing ass.
No, she does not. Is it just me, or was she showing a little bit more expression in her face when he called her out at the first time? I'm kind of wondering if they've really upped some of the features in this game in a way that I was not expecting.
Even her school books are gift wrapped. I can't believe she made fun of me in class. What is she, 15 years old? And people laughed.
Yeah, people are jerks.
Of course, Victoria has to have the bestest, newest, most expensive everything. I should have known. She'll have better equipment than Blackwell.
I know it's probably going to annoy people, but I like to explore everything.
This is definitely where cameras go to heaven. Oh man, they have those sweet ultrasonic lenses. And look at that vintage rangefinder. What?
Okay, and I think this is actually one of our first photographs.
Huh, this might make a cool shot.
In fact, I think this is the only one we can do here. Macro Eyes. First trophy, okay. Rachel Amber, Heart Forever. So yeah, that's essentially the entire set of trophies in this game is based on photographs and finishing the chapters. So it's pretty straightforward. They give you little hints throughout these images as to what you're looking for, and I'd say most of them are pretty straightforward if you hit the right spot, but that's why you really need to explore and make sure you don't progress the storyline prematurely. So, that's a thing. But that's our first one. Okay, the sound of her footsteps is coming out of one ear. This is really weird.
So cool to see Mr. Jefferson's actual published pictures. Gives me hope.
Yeah, even if I turn, I'm only getting her footsteps in one side. That's really bizarre.
Damn, they have carbon fiber tripods here. The ball head even has a pan lock. God, I'm such a photo nerd. That was amazing when Mr. Jefferson took a class picture the first week. Even though I didn't want to be in the picture at all, it was fairly fucking cool to watch him at work framing us. I love seeing Mr. Jefferson's awesome photos on these magazine covers. That printer is amazing. I'd love to see how it reproduces my pictures. I could pump out a whole gallery show with that thing. When I don't suck. Obviously Blackwell spent bank on the computers here.
Oops, I cut that off.
Looks like somebody was already working on this. Cool.
I forget. I think there's a name for this program.
Looks like somebody was already working on this. Cool.
Is it called Darkroom? Something like that. I could be wrong. Ironically, that's a name of one of the chapters.
Kate looks so sad and quiet today. Poor thing. Hi, Kate.
Oh. Hi, Max.
Kate, I hope I didn't embarrass you with my lame answer.
It sucks to be dragged into the spotlight.
Unless you're Victoria.
She's got nothing on you, Max. Well, I should get going.
Yeah, me too. Talk to you later.
Sure.
I've definitely seen more movement in their faces.
Let's talk later, Max.
I like Kate. She's one of my more liked characters in the story.
So cool that we can check these out anytime. The Decisive Moment by Henry Cartier-Bresson. That's rare. Annie Leibovitz, mad respect. The amazing Eugene Smith. Good to see Avedon among the masters. Dahlia, of course. Lots of people I haven't heard of yet. I guess that's why I'm here.
Like I'm not even near it anymore.
Here's the poster for the contest. Mr. Jefferson really expects me to enter. Why? I don't know if I'm ready for my 15 minutes of infamy.
Yeah, so this is what he was referring to by the Everyday Heroes contests. The students have to submit a entry for it. And I think it's all photography related.
Man, he even has the best plasma HDTV for a class monitor. Can't wait to watch some more documentaries on this bad boy.
Remember when plasma TVs would just burn right into the screen? That's why I never used them. They were good, like, you know, the imagery was great, but I remember that being a big issue with them back in the day.
Even in pictures, the forest around here always looks mysterious.
It reminds me of home. I really miss home.
You can never escape the lighthouse here.
Lighthouses can be kind of creepy in a way, but at the same time, I'm very drawn to them.
Whoa, Mr. Jefferson is not messing around with that monster. He probably paid 20 grand for that camera. I bet he gets pristine digital images. But I still dig my little instant camera.
There's something to be said about analog, if you ask me.
Every time I look at Victoria, I feel like she's talking smack about me.
She probably is.
This is ridiculous. I always get so shy and nervous around Mr. Jefferson. Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
You sound so excited that I came over and interrupted her. Do I have to? I didn't have any time.
Do I have to? I just don't think it's that big a deal.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know it's a drag to hear some old dude lecture you, but life won't wait for you to play catch-up. You're young, the world is yours, blah, 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 right? But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift with others. And that's what separates the artist from the amateur.
Yeah, I guess in a way. I don't know if I 100% agree with that. We're about to get some ear candy, and I'm listening to that ear candy.
You didn't tell me how cute I looked yet.
I was about
I'm not paying 100.
Welcome to the real world.
Just cute.
Hot.
Then I might send you a special picture.
She plays it so sharp.
I need a serious timeout in the bathroom. Splash water on my face and make sure I don't look like a total loser.
She's so fucking shy. She takes selfies with a giant camera.
I think that's Courtney. She's such a slave to Taylor and Victoria. There's Taylor, always waiting for Victoria.
American girls, I'd like to be
These missing persons posters are popping up everywhere.
driving a car by the seaside.
I shouldn't be so stingy with my blood.
From the bright side.
Evan doesn't say much to me, but his photos are very cool. Alyssa is always texting, but she doesn't hang out with a lot of people.
To all of you, American girls in the movie.
I hate having everybody see inside my locker.
Tell where your heart is.
I love that picture of Mom and Dad. Hello, Jack. Kiss, kiss. Andy, you look totally fabulous, as usual.
I wish I had.
That's Dana talking to, I think his name is Justin.
Girlfriend.
Dana is on my floor, too. She's such an archetypal, gorgeous cheerleader. They must make them in a factory. I shouldn't be so catty. Dana is nice to me. Stella is always deep in her notes. She didn't come to Blackwell to mess around. I've seen Brooke hanging out with Warren. She seems like his type.
I cry sometimes, walking.
Poor Daniel, he's so nice. I wish I could beat the shit out of Logan.
Why she cries sometimes.
I hate bully jockstraps like Logan. And he's a Vortex Club member.
Somewhere around the mountain.
It looks like she's been gone for months.
Till she got tired to complain.
I wish October would last forever.
That's when I fly.
Don't need a PC, missed the Poetry Jam tryouts, and I did not steal that backpack. That's so messed up. I should contact them to find out what I can do. As if I am. I wonder what actually happened to her. Good thing I left my AK at home. Principal doesn't come out of his office much. Miss Grant is a great science teacher. Rachel Amber. She's so pretty. I hate these posters, so sad. How many students ever actually memorize all this shit? I guess we all should these days. There's the lighthouse again.
To all of you, American.
Yay, Halloween, my favorite time of the year.
Imagine a
He's cute. I like skater boys. Too bad they don't like me.
girls I'd like to be part of the
God, Samuel is such a weirdo. But I kinda like that about him.
driving a car by the seaside, watching the world from
You can really learn a lot about a school by the weird shit posted on the boards. Look at these trophies. Gotta give it up for those Bigfoots. They do stomp. Blackwell sure takes its swimming seriously. But otters are cute. Go otters. Figures Juliet would be dating Zachary. Jocks sucked up in the Vortex Club. There's Juliet from my dorm. Yet another Vortex Club disciple. These missing persons posters are popping up everywhere. Nerd alert. This poster has Warren written all over it. There's Hayden, another Vortex Club bro. But he's actually not an ass. Empty. Good. Nobody can see my meltdown. Except for me.
That was, I think his name is Jonathan Morelli, who does the music for this. He also does, like, the soundtrack, because I have the album that's from, and it's not meant for this originally. Or wasn't meant.
Just relax. Stop torturing yourself. You have a gift.
This is very poetic, if you ask me.
Fuck it.
She tears one photo, and then...
When a door closes, a window opens. Or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, girl, you don't get a photo op like this every day.
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss. So what do you want?
I hope you checked the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
That's my family, not me.
Oh, boo-hoo, poor little rich kid. I know you've been pumping drugs and shit to kids around here. I bet your respectable family would help me out if I went to them. Man, I can see the headlines now.
Leave them out of this bitch!
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me!
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho! No!
Whoa. What the fuck? How can that be? I was in the bathroom. He shot that poor girl. I held up my hand. And then I was back here.
As he likely was. These pieces of time can frame us in
I already heard this lecture.
From light to shadow. From color.
Now Kate is being hassled again. And if Victoria's phone rings, this is real. Oh,
Now,
shit!
Can you give me an example of a
Man, I
photographer
cannot
who
believe
perfectly
this.
captured the human condition in black and white?
Okay, if I'm crazy, I might as well go all the way.
Bueller?
Can I actually reverse time?
There you go, Victoria. What?
I did
Now,
it.
can you
I
give me an
actually did
example
it.
of a photographer who perfectly
I'm a
captured the
human
human
time
condition
machine.
in black and white? Anybody?
Max, don't freak out. Not yet.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of
Keep
her
it together,
images of
Max.
hopeless faces. You feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers.
When I
and
took my
children.
selfie, Jefferson asked me a question.
Tortured, right?
If he does again, I'll know this is for real.
Keep that to yourself. Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift.
I know I'm not
Of
dreaming
course,
this.
as you all know, the
It's
photo
real.
portrait has been popular
I can
since
tell.
the early 1800s. Your generation
So I
was not
can
the
go
first
back
to
in
use
time.
images for selfie expression.
What if that girl isn't dead
I
yet?
couldn't resist. The point
Can I
remains
save
that
her?
the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for
I
as
need to go to the bathroom quickly and check it out.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
I don't think that's gonna work.
I'm sorry, but I really have to use the bathroom.
Nice try, Max. But you're not going to get away that easy. We can talk more after class. Is there anybody
Oh,
here
shit.
who knows their stuff?
Jefferson wants to keep me after
Louis Daguerre
class.
was a French painter
And I need
who
time to
created
save that girl.
daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria.
What if I rewind
The
again
Daguerrean process
and give him the right
brought out
answer?
fine detail and- Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
The Daguerrean process, invented by a French painter named Louis Daguerre around 1830.
Somebody has been reading as well as posing. Nice work, Max. The Daguerrean process made portraiture hugely popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear, defined features. You can learn more when you actually finish reading the assigned chapters. Max is so far way ahead of everyone. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry, too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Max, you are not crazy. You are not dreaming. It's time to be an everyday hero.
Yes, Victoria, you still have to do your homework this week.
Nice answer, Max. Are you okay? You look pale.
Kate, did we talk at all today?
This is the first time. What's wrong?
I'm sorry, I'm just tripping. Too much stress.
I know the feeling.
Everyday Heroes is an important cultural event, and I want to represent.
I wish we didn't. I do have to go, but we can talk later if you want.
I'll see how I feel. Thanks, Max.
This is just a bump on a bigger road. I don't want anybody to feel excluded.
Pretty sure he's gonna stop me at the door, but
I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
I'm not avoiding, just...
Biding time? Waiting for the elusive right moment?
Exactly.
Max, don't wait too long. John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. Go on now. Don't let me stop you. Process, but I also want everybody to know that this photographic...
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
I'm on top of it. I think John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
Max, you're on fire today. All the right answers. Good. Make sure you finish working on it by today. I have faith in you.
that'd be such a cool ability.
I hope I have enough time to get to the bathroom. Please, please. I can't tell anybody. They'll think I'm crazy. Okay, Max, retrace every step. I washed my face. I shredded my photo. Then the butterfly flew in. And I took a photo.
Leave them out of this bitch!
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing?
Don't
Come on, put that thing down!
Tell me what to do.
Wowzer,
I'm so sick
I need a
of
hammer to
people
break it
trying
open.
control me. Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
You are going
There's
to
the
get in
hammer.
hella more
Now I can
trouble
break
for
this
this
goddamn
than
glass.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
No way.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
Another shitty day.
That did not happen. This cannot be real. I just saw a girl get shot and then saved her. What the fuck is going on? Do not freak out.
Hey, do you hear that fire alarm? That means you should be outside.
I had to use the bathroom.
Girls always use that excuse.
Excuse for what?
For whatever you're up to, your face is covered in guilt.
The alarm tripped me out.
Then trip on out of here, Missy. Or are you hiding something? Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Madsen. The situation is under control. There's no emergency here. Leave Miss Caulfield alone, and please turn off that alarm since that's your job.
And here, Peach.
Principal Wells always looks so distracted. I can never figure out what he's thinking. Does he hate me?
You look a little stressed out. Are you okay?
I'm just a little worried about my future.
You're sweating pinballs. Is that all you're thinking about? You can always be upfront with me, Max. Or have you done something wrong? Is that it? Well, Max, talk to me.
Okay, so this is one of the bigger decisions. Just planning ahead, I am planning to make my preferred decisions for the outcomes I like. If there's any interest in the future in doing alternative decisions, let me know.
I just saw Nathan Prescott waving a gun around in the girls' room.
Nathan Prescott. You sure?
Yes, he was in the bathroom talking to himself with a gun. I saw everything. He was babbling like crazy.
Okay, slow down. Slow down. So now you saw this without him seeing you.
I was hiding behind a stall. I have the right to be there. It's the girls' room.
I know. I just want to be completely clear what happened. Mr. Prescott happens to be from the town's most distinguished family, and one of Blackwell's most honored students. So it's hard for me to see him brandishing a weapon in the girls' bathroom. So what happened next?
Then he left. I ran out here wondering what to do. Are you gonna bust him?
This is a serious charge. I'll look into the matter personally. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
That's it? After what I told you?
We'll continue this discussion later in my office. Please go outside with the rest of your class now, Miss Caulfield.
Of course this academic drone won't do anything since the Prescott family owns Blackwell now. Should I rewind and change my story?
It's kind of interesting if it's your first time playing these to just kind of rewind and check both sides. I'm kind of thinking about what you want to do in the future, but...
Would Nathan Prescott please come to the front office? Thank you.
Alright, there's a lot to explore out here, so let's get working.
Rachel Amber. She looks so hopeful and pretty. I wonder what happened to her. Miss Grant sure is dedicated to that petition. Hi, Miss Grant.
Excuse me, Max. I know everybody loves being asked to sign a petition, but would you do Miss Grant a favor and hear me out?
I'd rather sign a petition than take a survey.
Sure, I always have time for you. What's the petition?
David Madsen, our chief of security, wants to put surveillance cameras all around the campus. Halls, classrooms, gym, dorm rooms, etc. Blackwell Academy should be a high school, not a high-security penitentiary.
And here I was hoping we were going to be renaming fire ants to spicy boys, or changing the name of viral spike proteins to whiskers.
David Madsen doesn't need another excuse to harass students here.
Max, this isn't about personalities. This is about protecting civil rights and our school's legacy of freedom. Blackwell Academy has a noble heritage, from the Native Americans who founded this land to the pioneers who shared it in peace, not fear and violence.
The Native Americans?
The tribes who were here first, who welcomed the settlers. Both cultures found a mutual symbiosis and thrived. Now, before I assign you homework with this lecture, will you please sign the petition to keep our campus from going back to 1984?
I'm actually really not against cameras, but I feel it. Okay.
Absolutely. I don't mind security, but not pure surveillance.
I knew you were my favorite new student at Blackwell for a good reason.
We get into way too much trouble to not sign that.
I would so be there if a Sasquatch actually did battle a Razorback. Posters over posters? Somebody really wants to find Rachel Amber.
I'm really not a fan of this guy.
There's Hayden and his Vortex Club harem. He sure is living the dream. Hey, Hayden.
There she is, the retro selfie master.
That's me, all right. You look relaxed as usual, Hayden.
It's a skill one cultivates at Blackwell, especially when one represents the Vortex Club. Not to boast.
What the hell is the Vortex Club anyway? It seems so elitist.
Only if you're not cool enough to get in. And it doesn't hurt your resume.
If you say so.
I do. But you should actually come hang with us one night, then you wouldn't be so inclined to gossip.
I don't think so. I'm not Miss Party.
That's because you haven't partied with us. Or even Victoria, who's pretty funny when she's baked.
It seems weird to think about partying with all those Rachel Amber posters up.
You're high. Rachel used to hang out with us too. She was a blast. Smart, not bitchy like, you know.
So you knew Rachel Amber?
I knew she liked to party. Fun to be around. Oh, yeah, and she was hot.
Because that's the biggest factor.
Rachel was actually a member of the Vortex Club?
No. Rachel was like her own club. She was actually too cool for us. And I'll deny I ever said that.
Did Victoria like Rachel? She seems like the jealous type.
Don't think you know Victoria so well. She respected Rachel, even if she didn't act like it.
What do you think happened to her?
Whatever happens to people who disappear without a trace.
Do you really want Nathan Prescott to represent?
Oh, please. Nathan is like everybody's voodoo doll. Kill the rich kid. He's alright and a fun guy to hang with. Fuck the haters.
He seems genuinely unstable to me.
Nate has his extreme moments, but don't we all?
I don't know yet, Hayden. Let's talk later, Hayden.
Bye, Max. No, I have to get my chemical on and study. We should get you and Dana out one night.
Huh. So the cheerleader's not one of them exactly. I can respect that. Oh God, the spelling. Okay, so flash drive. We have an objective.
Okay, I better get to my dorm and grab that flash drive.
I'm gonna go and explore. Sorry, you can wait.
Ew, gross. At least switch to e-cigs.
Eh.
Oh, that's not nice. Poor little otter.
I don't want to really be around either. Or I shouldn't say that. I wouldn't
I don't want to go that way.
You shouldn't really be around either. Let's just put it that way.
They sure get a lot of mileage out of otter power. Nope, I don't want otter power. I'm so not there. I don't want to go. And this is where the otters perform their aquatic magic.
Look, I don't care where you want to go or not want to go. I'm checking stuff out.
Posters over posters? Somebody really wants to find Rachel and...
Okay.
I'm sure this poster has stopped millions of bullies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know posters always do the job, right?
Now I have to go back to the dorm. This day never ends.
So there's actually 2 photos out here. One with the skaters and one at the statue.
I could go for a burger now.
Yep, so could I. There we go.
I bet the Blackwell founders would shit cats if they saw today's student body walking around like zombies on their phones.
Wide angles. That's the trophy.
There's Justin and his skater posse. They're so cute doing their tricks. Yo, Justin.
Check out the Max. Come to thrash?
Oh yeah? Bring it.
What's your first move gonna be?
Jump?
You're such a poser. If you can't even name a simple nose slide or a tray flip, you should walk on.
Yo, Justin.
Check out the Max. Come to thrash?
I came to nose slide. But I'd love to see somebody do a tree flip.
Oh, sick. You're not a poser.
Nah, I just can't skate worth shit.
Oh, check it. We're gonna destroy some rails for you. What do you want to see?
I'd love to see a nose slide.
Let's get Trevor all over that action.
Can we do both back to back?
Hey.
You're not really a skate Betty.
I used to be, but I'm into my camera now.
I can tell. We need more girls out here. Rachel, Amber, and her punk friend used to skate with us.
Who was Rachel's punk friend?
I can't remember her name. She was hot. Tats, blue hair, hardcore. She stopped hanging out with us after Rachel disappeared. Ran away.
Interesting. Sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it?
You knew Rachel?
She used to chill with us sometimes. But one day, she just vanished. Hope she's living the dream somewhere. And if anybody hurt her, we'll get a skate posse and take them out with our boards.
You ever hang out with Victoria?
Fuck that. I'd rather rollerblade than hang out with snobs like her.
Let's chill later, Justin.
Anytime you want to take some action shots, we're here for you, Max.
Speaking of which. Oop. A little further.
Yo, Justin.
Check out the Max. Come to thrash?
I came to nose slide. But I'd love to see somebody do a tree flip.
Oh, sick. You're not a poser.
Nah, I just can't skate worth shit.
Aw, check it. We're gonna destroy some rails for you. What do you want to see?
Go for a tree flip.
Let's get Trevor all over that action. Oh, ow.
Ooh. And it's kind of cruel, isn't it? Telephotogenic. They must have reset this, because this used to go from top to bottom. I was wondering why the skateboard wasn't in the right spot. No? Okay. Yeah. Looked like he hit his boys there.
Hey.
I'm stoked to see those photos framed and shit. You're not really a skate Betty, though.
Not really.
Too bad. It's nice to have the females on board, too. Rachel, Amber, and her punk friend used to love skating with us.
You knew Rachel?
She used to chill with us sometimes. But one day, she just vanished. Hope she's living the dream somewhere. If anybody hurt her, we'll get a skate posse and take them out with our boards.
Who was Rachel's punk friend?
I can't remember her name. She was hot. Tats, blue hair.
Again, goes back to the bathroom.
She stopped hanging out with us after Rachel disappeared. Ran away.
I don't remember if the tats were obvious or not, but the blue hair sure was.
You ever hang out with Victoria?
Fuck that. I'd rather rollerblade than hang out with snobs like her.
Let's chill later, Justin.
Anytime you want to take some
Yeah, you can skip dialogue. It just wasn't showing up, so I don't know if I had to change settings for that, or... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just go see who else is out here.
Stella always looks so serious and dedicated. Good for her. Hey there, Stella.
Hey, I know you. You're the new quiet girl in Jefferson's class. Isn't he incredible?
I think so. We're lucky to have such a famous teacher. And I actually love his work.
Me too. His New York urban stuff is great, but I'm glad he came back to his Oregon roots. Screw the East Coast elite. It must piss off those pretentious galleries that Mark Jefferson is teaching photography to us Blackwell hicks. Plus, he is pretty hot for an older guy. If Victoria wasn't all over him, I would definitely make a move.
No! What's wrong with you?
Now that you mention it, he doesn't respond to Victoria's flirting. That means he has good taste.
You have a lot to learn here at Blackwell. Rachel Amber absolutely had sex with him. Well, I heard that from a good source.
He's a teacher! Come on! Ah, okay, sorry.
So, you knew Rachel?
Not really. I saw her hanging with the other cool kids like Victoria. Not my kind of clique. But I heard insane stories about Rachel.
That's disturbing.
Mr. Jefferson has such a gift for different styles.
Apparently it's a lot more common than I had ever thought at one point, but... can't imagine. Okay, I do want to talk to Daniel. Before I forget.
Evan's portfolio always looks so uber pro. I'd love to see his photos in there. I think his name is Evan. He always looks so intense. Hey, Evan. Mind if I check out your cool portfolio?
Let's see if you're worthy of it, Max. You'll have to answer a simple question. Who photographed the famous falling soldier?
I have no idea.
Isn't it Robert Doisneau?
Oh my. You can't even tell the difference between street photography and photojournalism. No portfolio peak for you.
People are so superficial.
Hey, Evan. Mind if I check out your cool portfolio?
Let's see if you're worthy of it, Max. You'll have to answer a simple question. Who photographed the famous falling soldier?
I really don't know. No hints, right?
Steve McCurry?
Unless he could travel back in time. McCurry was born 5 years after the falling soldier picture. McCurry also shoots in color. In other words, no portfolio.
Dude, seriously.
Hey, Evan. Mind if I check out your cool portfolio?
Let's see if you're worthy of it, Max. You'll have to answer a simple question.
Alright, come on.
Robert
Sure.
Capa, of course. I love his work, despite the controversy about that photo.
My. This quiet child knows things.
That's why I'm here.
You're a kindred spirit, Max. Would you care for a perusal of my portfolio? It's not a privilege I grant to many.
I'd be honored, sir.
Oh boy. I'm so good. It just only took me 3 tries to get there. Oh, this dude. I remember him popping up like way at the end, and I'm like, who is he? This must be the... Oh, I can't speak to him. Okay.
That's Luke Parker. Zachary pushed him into a locker last week. Go bullies. Hello?
Max, I don't feel like talking.
What's wrong?
Nathan Prescott, little rich bitch kid. He thinks he can own people like his parents own Blackwell. Like he owns the Vortex Club.
Yes, he's a nasty piece of work.
You know him?
I busted him today with a gun.
What? Seriously?
I saw him wave a gun around today, and I went to the principal. We'll see what happens next.
You are my new hero. Finally, karma comes to Blackwell.
Okay, that was worth conversation. He pops up like at the end, and I'm like, who is this dude? Like, apparently this must be like the only time you ever actually run into him.
Clever.
I appreciate that. Last and certainly not least.
Daniel is always drawing something. He makes me look like an extrovert.
Yeah, nobody's ever pulled that one off with me.
What's up, Daniel?
Oh, hi Max. Could I ask you a question? Would you mind letting me sketch you? I do put my sketches on Facebook though.
Heck yeah.
I'd be honored, Daniel. Makes me feel like a muse.
Funny you should say that. I was just thinking about my real muse. Rachel Amber.
Hard to avoid her posters all over campus.
Kills me to see her sweet face used as a crime photo. She had a good heart.
You knew her?
No, but once she asked me to draw her portrait. Oh, she was a natural.
So what happened to her? There's gotta be a story.
She just stopped coming to class. Some people said she ran away. Some say she jumped off a cliff. I just hope she's okay.
Okay. Why don't you start drawing me? Even though I must be a step down from Rachel.
No way. You're a good substitute, Muse. Oh, that's a good posture. Good. Good.
Best portrait ever.
This action will have consequences. It's like, excuse me. You make that sound so dark. I hear the drone flying around. Did I miss Brooke? Oh, there she is. Yeah, I totally missed Brooke. Never mind. We're not done yet. Hey, Brooke. Bye, Brooke. No kidding. I'm coming.
Brooke actually has a drone? Hi, Brooke.
Let me guess. You want to fly my drone?
Oh, boy.
I'd love to. I love planes and balloons and...
This is neither. Do you know what a drone really is?
A weapon, right?
You read too many conspiracy sites. This might be too complicated for you. Funny. Warren said you were smart. Please, step back.
Harsh. Harsh. I think we've hit everybody in this area. Plus 2 photos, so... Ooh, signpost.
I need to go there and grab Warren's flash drive.
Come on, Logan, bring it, brah.
You just say brah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I need to go to my room and return Warren's flash drive.
Oh, you know, there was one thing I did forget to do. I didn't do the pontification. So you get moments where you can kind of sit down and think, and I think there was one at the fountain. So, sorry, missed. Alright, so we have not started to read the journal. I know there are going to be people that are not going to want to hear this, so that's why I figured I would just do it at the end, and we can kind of check out some of the other stuff we have here. So we got a cast of characters, we got a journal, we got messages too, so. Alright, got 14 pages to go through, so let's buckle down here. July 10th, 2013, I got accepted into Blackwell Academy. If words could dance, this would be a rave. Even though I've never been to one. No surprise. But who cares, because I got into Blackwell Academy. Sorry. I didn't think I would be so excited, since it's not like I didn't used to live in the same town. But when I saw the text from the Blackwell Scholarship Office, I could literally feel my pulse speed up. I thought I was going to say, sorry, thanks for playing. What's the word that I used to always get in letters? We regret to inform you. That's that's the version I got. It took me a few years before I read the whole thing. I guess I wanted to enjoy that last moment of blissful ignorance, and when I saw the first words, congratulations, that's the other one you get, I think I screamed. My mom cried and my dad laughed. They're so weird, but they're happy that this means extra financial support because they don't have to pay anything to Blackwell. This means new clothes, and if I can work it, a new laptop. Oh, and I have to keep telling myself in caps that I'm going to Blackwell Academy! Objective, I need to go to my room and get Worm's flash drive. That's not a part of this, okay? Don't come at me with that. The objective is kind of nice to have, though. August 18th, 2013. So we just jumped from midsummer to late summer. So this is it. I'm leaving Seattle to go back to Arcadia Bay. Usually people go to the high school closest to home. I suppose I am too. It's just I haven't lived there for 5 years. Out of all the best photography programs in the world, I choose to go to the smallest, back in a town I was excited about leaving. Maybe I wanted to come back all along, just to see if Chloe and I are still even friends. But I do wish Chloe could have moved with us to Seattle. That city was made for her. When we would play pirates in our rooms and in the woods, it seemed like Seattle was that fabled faraway island of treasure and adventure that we were always seeking, with coffee shops. But Seattle wasn't like a fable. Au contraire, now Blackwell Academy seems more exotic to me than any other place in the world. To study photography under Mark Jefferson. Sigh. Insert hearts and flowers. Plus there will be cool, diverse students from everywhere. It won't be like my high school now. I never really found a groove with my classmates. Or boys. Sigh. I'm lucky I have a couple great friends here, but it's time to ship out. So maybe Arcadia Bay will actually turn out to be the island of treasure and adventure I've been looking for. August 25th, 2013. Shit is crazy here. Crazy with a K and a Z. Or with a K. Crazy with a K. It's lols with a Z or beans with a Z, right? I didn't realize how much crap I had to pack until I had to pack all my crap. I feel that very hard. Having moved several times in my life. Mom and Dad are getting a little too excited. I'm clearing out my room. I know that feeling too. It's like, okay, miss me a little bit. Though I caught my mom crying when she was packing my shirts. Yeah, you'll feel that as well. That made me want to cry like a little girl and never leave Seattle. So instead of packing, I feel like burning all my clothes, then just raiding a thrift store to build a new Max wardrobe over my junior year. Not that I even have an old Max wardrobe. I feel that too. Moving sucks, especially when you got like a ton of crap to go with you. Nobody will know me except for Chloe, and who knows how different we are now. So I can cut my hair, get a tat and some piercings, maybe date a cute foreign exchange artiste from Paris or Rome. I can do anything, unless I get busted. And there will be so many super cool chances for my photography to get exposed. You know, that's an interesting word. I remember somebody telling me that it was kind of a poor choice of words to use in like cover letters and such, because when they think of people being exposed, they think of like people with the trench coats flashing other people, and I'm like, you know, that's not a good image you want to bring to people's mind. I can understand where they might think that way. Thinking about that is when I get scared, but excited, and then I don't feel like crying at all. I get tingles down my arms, sensing the universe opening up for me. I can't wait to leave. I just want things to be different at Blackwell. September 2, 2013. My first entry from my new dorm right the night before my first day at school at Blackwell. First day at Blackwell. Woo! I haven't had any time to write or even take pictures since I got here. My shit is in boxes all over the room, which is small but mine, and I never want to leave. I can't wait to decorate. I plan a whole wall of photos. I did meet some of my dorm mates, though I suck at remembering names, so I won't bother right now. But I think I can already see who's going to be cool to me and who's not. It's a bitch trying to get settled into a new school and social scene after I finally found good friends in Seattle. But I'm here now, and this is the start of my new life. Sweet dreams. September 3, 2013. Blackwell sucks ass. Man, all that hype for that. I told myself not to whine so soon, but damn, the day started like Christmas morning. I barely had any dreams because I was so pumped to start my first official day of my new life. Like a dork, I couldn't figure out what to wear, so I chose what was on the floor. I'm no good with names and faces right away, but I picked up some new names like Kate, Brooke, Taylor, Alyssa, and we've seen a few of them now. We only haven't talked to Taylor, I think. And how could I forget Victoria Chase? Rich, stylish, entitled. I could feel instant judgment when she looked at my raggedy-ass clothes, as if I'm at Blackwell to strike fashion poses. Maybe I'm being extra crispy sensitive, but I think Victoria wants life here to be like her own reality show. Ugh. So that wasn't fun, along with my general social unease. I thought it would be easier being back. Call the wambulance. I don't want this day to end. All woe is Max. It was incredible to walk across the green campus in the morning mist. I love the stone steps and brick walls of Blackwell. Everything is a picture waiting to be taken. Speaking of, at least one great thing happened today. Mr. Jefferson's photography class. Sigh. There's more to tell, but journal, forgive me, I'm truly wiped out. September 4th, and so that went from 3rd to 4th, okay. So she's doing this daily. I have an ass load of homework already. So much bullshit. At least give us noobs a day to acclimate. That's not how that works. Man, my homework piles were the worst in like 5th grade. I don't know what she's complaining about. But to prove I'm not a total loser, I made a new friend in my science class. His name is Warren Graham, and he's a serious geek. Plus, he's dark and witty. That made me think of Will Graham, which Warren is not. He comes across as a kind of know-it-all, but it turns out he does kind of know a lot. We talked about photographers, and he actually named a few I'd never heard of. We traded numbers, and he'll be a good study partner or a good friend. I'll need at least one based on the click action here. I thought being 18 meant I didn't have to deal with this teenage drama anymore. That's what I liked about college. I didn't really feel like that was an issue for me. Granted, I didn't really have that many friends, so at least I get to research famous photographers for some of my homework. Mr. Jefferson assigned us a ton of reading, but this is exactly what I want to study. Jefferson is super cool and super chill. He doesn't try to be too hip, just says what he thinks and expects us to as well. I think he's a genius. OMG, I want to marry. Oh my god, seriously? Just joking, this one class is worth all the social dysfunction. September 15th, so we are jumping a few days here. A few days, that's like over a week. Homework is kicking my ass. I bet the teachers grade harder just to stop you from feeling special. But Victoria Chase and her snob minions still front like they're honored guests of Blackwell. The bros here aren't that different. Nathan Prescott is Victoria Chase's male clone, with way more money and attitude if that's possible. His family is the oldest in Arcadia Bay, and I heard stories about them when I was a kid. The Prescotts give a shitload of bank to Blackwell, so Nathan acts like he literally owns the school. Yesterday during class, he put his feet on the desk, started texting, and the teacher didn't say jack. I'd get suspended, but him and Victoria are part of this silly elite vortex club that puts on popular parties, and so they get their way. It's good to be the king and queen. I just noticed the birds with the paint running down them. Is that paint? I don't know. I don't want to slam everybody. I do like Kate Marsh. That was the girl we talked to right away in the classroom. She's down the hall and in one of my classes. She's so pretty and sweet and friendly. It makes her more beautiful than the biatches here, like Victoria, who think beauty is just your face and outfit. See, I'm already playing their drama games no more. Just buckle up, girl. Okay, so 23rd, 15th and 23rd, so she's really jumping time. We are in October, I think. Finally had a chance to take some actual shots around campus today. A perfectly blue sky day. I always forget how great I feel after I take pictures when I've been slacking off. Speaking of pictures, Mr. Jefferson told us about the National Everyday Heroes photo contest he wants us all to enter. The winner gets a trip to San Francisco and lots of publicity. He wants just one photograph from each student. This is exactly why I came to Blackwell, and of course I'm scared shitless to enter. At least I have a couple weeks before the deadline in October, so I have plenty of time to stress and procrastinate. Sigh. September 30th, so we're skipping to the end of the month. I don't know whether I love it or hate it here. I'm trying to keep up with my science class, of all things, like I give a shit or even understand it. Hey, that's my field. Get off that. Good thing I know Warren. Too bad I can't clone him to take my place in class. It's not how that would work, but okay. Miss Grant is much cooler than the class. She explains particle physics, so even boneheads like me can kind of understand. I love how she relates society to science and vice versa. I can tell she's committed and passionate about life. Unlike some of us in her class, but I'm trying to engage more, even if it means asking actual questions in class instead of hiding in the back. I'm just glad I'm not the only social misfit here. Now, how much homework are you avoiding? Okay, so now we're going a day ahead. October, my favorite month, the best weather of the year. I love watching the leaves change color, turning into to tiny flames. Yeah, that's another thing I miss about home. But it's still too damn hot, thanks global warming, and I can't bust out of the big coats and sweaters or scary movies yet. Soon, Kate let me borrow The October Country by Ray Bradbury. I actually really like Ray Bradbury. I haven't read much by him, which caused Warren to almost revoke my geek cred before I held up my copy of Battle Royale. But he nails the autumn atmosphere of small towns. The last time I wore a Halloween costume was with Chloe. I have pictures in one of my old albums. I should find a real Halloween party to crash so I can experience some social mingling. It's that or a Vortex Club Stroke Fest swimming party. Or is it that Backstroke Fest? You so punny, Max. I actually kind of like that one. At least I'm trying to climb out of my cocoon. I shouldn't expect my life to completely change after a few weeks of Blackwell Academy. As my parents love telling me on a loop, you have all the time in the world. No, you don't. Don't even think about that. That time flashes before your eyes before you realize. So a week later, this does not exist. Oh, look, there's the selfie. Okay, so I think that was it. That was the introductory part of the journal. So we kind of have a little bit of backstory as to what led up to us being in that classroom. October 7th. And this is progress moving forward. So I'm going to try to make a point of reading these at the end of every episode. This will be the weirdest journal entry I will ever make. So weird I don't know how or where to start. But it started with the most vivid dream of my life. I was lost in a storm by the lighthouse until I came to the edge of the cliff. Then I saw a giant tornado headed for Arcadia Bay. It was so real that I could feel the rain stinging my face, and I was scared shitless. Then a boat hit the lighthouse, and I swear I actually felt like I was going to die. But I woke up in Mr. Jefferson's class and I wasn't even sleeping. I almost fell out of my chair. Jefferson called on me, but I totally blew the answer. Of course, Victoria pounced on me and made me look like a bigger idiot. She's so awful. Then I didn't have the guts to turn in a photo for the Everyday Heroes contest, while Victoria did her usual suck up to Jefferson. He's so cool, and he clearly wants me to succeed. And there's the butterfly. I felt so shitty, I just wanted to get to the bathroom, to be alone and wash my face after that nightmare, or daymare. Once I got to the bathroom, I saw this odd, beautiful blue butterfly flutter in, and right when I took a photo of it in the corner, Nathan Prescott came in freaking out, talking to himself. I hid in the corner, and this punk girl came in, and they started arguing about drugs and money. Then Nathan actually whipped out a gun and shot the girl. This is where it gets strange. When Nathan fired the gun, I came around the corner and reached out for some dumb reason, as if I could stop the bullet. But suddenly, I could feel the world twisting around me and this pressure in my head. Everything seemed to rewind, and I found myself back in the classroom at my desk. I literally thought that I had been dosed with some drug until I calmed myself down. I saw everything happen in the class the way it did before. Major groundhog deja vu. Yeah, I feel that. Somehow I was able to actually rewind time. I knew the only way to find out if I was having a breakdown was to go back to the bathroom and see if I could save that girl from Nathan this time. I had no idea how either. I just knew I couldn't live with myself if I let her die again. I escaped Jefferson this time by knowing exactly how to answer his questions and rushed to the bathroom. I hid in the corner again, and I couldn't believe it when Nathan showed up, freaking out all over again. Then the girl came into the bathroom, and before Nathan could shoot her, I smashed open the ancient fire alarm and scared both of them away. Victory! Until I got grilled by the security chief, David Madsen, who thinks he's Chuck Norris, Blackwell Ranger. Nathan Prescott almost kills a girl in the bathroom, but no, I'm the problem. I was so glad when Principal Wells stepped in to shoo David away. David's a piece of work, I tell you. Then I made a possibly fatal decision to inform Principal Wells that I saw Nathan waving a gun in the bathroom. I didn't think I should mention the girl or my new rewind ability for obvious reasons. He didn't want to believe me, and almost made me feel like shit for telling him that Blackwell's most big fucking deal student would carry a firearm to class. Pardon my English accent, I am sorry. I couldn't tell him that he actually killed a girl in a previous timeline. So my school day started with an apocalyptic dream, then ended with saving a life and discovering I have some kind of power to rewind time. I don't know how to top that. Everything feels so surreal right now. I can't talk to anybody about this. Well, the only person I haven't seen in 5 years. I could confide in Warren. He's smart and knows science, so maybe he could even think of an explanation. Though I have no idea what that could be. Until I can figure this out, I better stay on the down low with this stuff and focus on my classes. Warren sent me a text asking for his flash drive, which is what we're going to do right now, even though I haven't had a chance to check out all the cool shows and films on there. I watched a few episodes of Doctor Who and X-Files, binged on Full Metal Alchemist, then Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, all kinds of Amazon women, black and white badassery, Tetsuo and Total Cyberpunk Trip with amazing visuals, and Scott Pilgrim for about the millionth time. I've watched a whole ton of X-Files, and a good bit of Full Metal Alchemist, not all of it though. On a side note, I saw a missing persons poster on campus for Rachel Amber, a pretty Blackwell student who vanished. It's so sad to see her smiling face and think about the awful things that could happen. If there was a way for me to rewind back 6 months, I totally would. Alright. So cast of characters. Let's go through these while we're at it. My name is Max Caulfield, and ever since I was a little kid, I knew I wanted to be a photographer. I've always seen the world through my own lens finder. Maybe it's a way for me to be part of the world, but at a safe distance. That's actually a good way of looking at it. For some reason, I was always drawn to the old analog camera gear rather than digital tech. I love all kinds of styles and techniques, but for me, the instant camera selfie is the one I love most. I don't care if people make fun of me or not. I'm I'm in great company, right? And now I've come all the way back to my childhood home to study photography at Blackwell Academy, a private school for 12th grade seniors. On a scholarship, even. I originally left behind Chloe, my best friend forever, at least until I left without talking to her once in 5 years. And it feels so weird to be back here without seeing her yet. Yeah, because she's been back now, what, 2 months almost? About 2 months? And it feels so weird to be... Yeah, okay. So I'm 18 now, an official adult, even though I don't always feel so wise or mature. And I'm ready to begin a whole new life here with retro camera at my side. Say cheese! Alright, so the next one is Mark Jefferson. So this is the teacher. Not only is Mark Jefferson one of the best photographers in the world, he's also my teacher. And one of the reasons I wanted to come to Blackwell. How often do you get to be mentored by one of your inspirations? I've always loved his deco and goth style, and he's so versatile with all of his incredible print and advertising work. Still, Jefferson can be a bit condescending. Come on, we all are. When you have a profession in a certain area, that's just the way you come off. So you don't even mean to come off that way. He's pretty hip for his age, but kind of aloof and sometimes pretentious. He has this smug smile when he thinks he's right, but I do think he's preparing us for how tough it is to be a full-time artist. He acts like he understands my own work and obsession with analog images. He really wants me to enter a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest, but I've done a good job of avoiding that. The winner gets to fly to San Francisco to represent Blackwell Academy and get national exposure. I'd like to think my work could be good enough to win, and I'm honored Jefferson even bugs me about the contest. And this is Kate, the girl from the class that she had mentioned in the journal. I've forgotten if I've ever seen Kate Marsh smile or laugh in the past month. She's really sweet and nice, even though the other students make fun of her abstinence campaign. Even if they act immature, everybody at Blackwell are seniors, not high school freshmen. She gets a lot of shit, in fact. I know she's involved in a lot of religious groups, but she doesn't preach to me, so I don't care. As you shouldn't. But she's been extra quiet and introverted the past couple of weeks. She looks like she's in zombie mode. I wish I could help her, but I can barely help myself. I wonder if all that bullying has worn her down. I can see how it would. I have to make an effort to talk to her more often, maybe invite her to tea or a movie. Although she's an adult, I bet she's not allowed to watch R-rated films. Yeah, probably not. Okay, so this is Victoria, the bully in the classroom. Then there's Victoria Chase, the elite of Blackwell Academy and a total bitch, pardon my French. And I hate saying that. I just don't know why somebody who's so rich and beautiful needs to be so fucking mean, pardon my Anglo-Saxon. 18-year-olds at a prestigious academy should be evolving into artists and scholars, not reality show contestants. Victoria does everything for maximum drama. She actually wastes her time calling me out in class and taunting Kate Marsh. For reals, I haven't heard that in a while. I wish her parents... That just threw me off, sorry. I wish her parents could see her in action. They'd cut off that trust fund fast. Then again, she's in the Vortex Club, and they seem to own the school, so maybe that's why she doesn't give a shit. Sometimes the parents are worse than the kids, so I don't know about that. The odd thing is that she does know art and photography. She can even say all those French names that break my tongue. They are tricky. Her work is a little cold, but she has a good eye. She also has an eye for Mr. Jefferson, which is so obvious that I'm embarrassed for her. She does everything but sit in his lap. He keeps his distance, though. We can all tell she's trying to win the Everyday Heroes contest. I'm sure it drives her crazy when there's somebody she can't buy or seduce. Ha! Which she should not be able to. He's the teacher. Sorry, that hit a trigger for me. Okay, so this is Nathan, the one who shot the girl, and Victoria's friend. Just when I thought Victoria Chase would be the worst of my social problems, now I have to deal with Nathan Prescott. But I guess he was the one who triggered my crazy rewind power by shooting that girl in the bathroom. He's 18 and already a scary fucking prick, pardon my Anglo-Saxon. I guess I have a little advantage on Nathan by being able to manipulate time, but if he shoots me, I may not be able to reverse anything. That's actually an interesting thought. I wonder how that would work, because I don't think I've ever seen that. I have to be careful around him, especially since he's obviously got friends in high places, as his family last name is practiced is practically branded on every building here at Blackwell, including the dormitory we're at right now. His money against mine. On one hand, I do kind of feel bad for Nathan because he doesn't seem to be in control, like he's doped up or over-medicated. On the other hand, he's an asshole who nobody has called out. And he almost did kill a girl on campus. Should I go straight to the police? What do I say about my rewind power? Like I'd say anything. I just have to watch my own back from now on. Oh, school days. That's an anime, isn't it? If I remember, I like that one. And here's the security guy, David Madsen. Whoa, I swear that security guard is the biggest ass here. And that's saying a lot. He always, I can't help but notice there's a Confederate flag down there. That is Confederate flag, right? And that's saying a lot. He always treats everybody like they've committed a crime or they're about to commit one. He grilled me in the hall today, and I thought he was going to arrest me. I don't know much about him, but I heard he was kicked out of the army or something. So of course he would end up at Blackwell Academy in charge of security. Aren't you supposed to feel, I don't know, secure on campus? No. That tends to be a big issue nowadays, especially. Bro dude swaggers everywhere with that badge and gun like he's looking to tase somebody. He would make a good photo portrait of authority, though. Who does a guy like that marry? I feel sorry for his family. It would be like living in a barracks. Shudder. Just another person I have to avoid at Blackwell. Collect them all. And the principal, which is the most recent one I think we've met as far as big players here. I can't figure out where Principal Wells is coming from. For some reason, he seems to be suspicious of me at all times. Who knew I was that much trouble? He wanted to know why I was zoning out in the halls. I stuttered like a fool. He has so much power over my scholarship. I get uber nervous about him. I've seen him laughing with other teachers and students, so I know he must have a problem with me. He also seems a little stressed out. I would be too if I had to oversee Blackwell and all its drama. I thought it smelled like alcohol in his breath, but that could have been his cologne, right? No, it's alcohol. But I remember the little drinks. I just noticed the little drinks. I love that. But I remember my first meeting in the office, and he was so nice and made me feel like I was becoming part of a special world. That's his job to do that. But he said he hoped I would become a great photographer and someday return the favor to Blackwell. I thought that was a bit of wishful thinking, but it made me feel good. I just need to lay low around him until I can somehow gain his trust. And that's back to us, so. Yep, and that rotates us back. Yep. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people we have yet to meet. And photos so far. And there was one more thing we should do. Okay, so we have messages from Dad, Kate, Mom, and Warren. Okay, Dad's not much of a texter. Have a very special 18th birthday. You're an adult now, but you're still our little girl. Check your account. Don't blow it all at once. So 9/21. So this is last month. Okay, this is Kate. Hey Max, you around? This is 9/25. Always, you okay? Did you want to get tea later today? Absolutely, I'll be free after 4. Talk to you later. Okay. So it's all in one day. That's recent. Or not recent. Wait, what date is it for us? 9/25. They didn't give me a date. October 7th. I wonder if this is the same timeline here then. You know, a date would be nice. Something, I mean. Okay, well, whatever. Mom, happy birthday, Maxine. We can't believe it's been 18 whole years since you were brought to us. So Mom's not a big texter either. Warren. Do you want to meet for coffee after school? I need an... Oh, this is it. It's the 7th. Okay, yeah. Because remember, he just texted us. Here's our first text message. Do you want to meet after... So this is 10:02. Do you want to meet for coffee after school? I need an excuse to not study. Please. Next day, make sure to check out Necromantic on my flash drive. Mahaha. Hey, Mad Max, let's bust shit up. That's skipping another couple days. A little desperate, dude. Wait, I have to study for a physics test. So if we bust anything, we also have to measure its velocity. I appreciate that. Don't ignore this message. Okay, yeah, you're getting desperate, dude. Stop. Hi, Max. Can you get my flash drive? I need some info in space. Hello? Okay, yeah, that's today. Okay. Sorry, running late. Insane day. I'll meet you in the lot. Looks cool. Okay, yeah, because the parking lot was the opposite side of the main area. My camera will be ready. See you shortly. I hope so. Okay, so that's it. So why is that not going away? Do I have to go to them individually? I'll go to them individually. It's not going to clear that up, is it? That's going to annoy the crap out of me. Alright, anyways. We also do have locations as well, but... and documents. Alright. Alright, if you're following along for the trophy completion, I know I haven't really marked this as a walkthrough, but I'm still running it as one anyway. We have our first 3 trophies, which are macro eyes, wide angles, and telephotogenic, which are for collecting those first 3 photos. I think there are 10 per chapter.
If I told Warren what's going on, would he laugh?
You're gonna keep doing that to me, aren't you? So I think there's about 10 per chapter. You get an additional trophy for getting the 10th one for completing it, plus 1 for ending the chapter. So there's that. And that was a good place to end this episode. So to recap, we kind of set the stage here. We are playing as Max Caulfield, who is who originally was from this town called Arcadia Bay, and she has come back to go to this academy, Blackwell Academy, which is meant for, I think, juniors and seniors, essentially. I don't know if they actually do longer than that. I imagine they might. But she's essentially here to study photography. It's not really a college, it's a high school, but with a college feel or spin to it. So it's kind of a prestigious school, especially for given that this is a small town, and we are in Arcadia Bay, Oregon, which I'm pretty sure Arcadia Bay is a fabled town, but it does make it feel much like Oregon. I've been there at least once, so. But anyways, the base of the story here is that she went to the bathroom after class and watched overheard an argument between 2 students, and one pulled out a gun and shot the other one, and she kind of lunged out and discovered that she could not just stop time, but she actually reversed it and kind of appeared back in the chair of the classroom where we started, discovering that
Everybody said I'd love being on my own in a dorm. Wrong.
Okay, Max, could I please finish? So we appear back in the classroom, and she discovers she has this ability to rewind time. So she goes back to the bathroom and hits the fire alarm before the shooting happens, and essentially changes events going forward, because the girl gets away, and Nathan, the student who pulled the gun, also got away, but we did report him. So we'll see how that plays out. So essentially we have an objective now. There was nothing for us to do immediately after that, other than we talked to the principal, and he wasn't really sure whether to trust us or not, it seemed. So, but we are essentially going back to our dorm to get our flash drive for our friend Warren. And so next time we will kind of follow up with that, get the flash drive, see what's here at the dorm area. With that being said, let us close things out for this one. I'll be continuing tonight, so if you're here live, stick around. Otherwise, thank you all for joining, and I will see you all later.